By the time we're done today, there are two angles that you are going to be familiar with. One's called a central, one's called inscribed. What was the angle number one? Out loud? Wow, guys, listen up. What was the first angle I just said? I want every mouth to say that out loud. What was the first angle I said? Great. What was the second? Okay, so keep in mind, by the time we're done, you're going to know a couple things very important about central and inscribed. How many of you have used a hex wrench before? Used a hex wrench. If you've assembled anything from IKEA, you've used a hex wrench. Okay, so this hex wrench demonstrates an inscribed shape. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw the circle around the hex wrench. Okay? And then I'd like you to draw in, trace the hexagon that you see there. Well, kind of pretend you can see it. Now darken the corners. If it's a hex, there's 6 corners there. This diagram shows an inscribed hexagon. Inscribed has 2 qualities, very important. When I say the word inscribed, it means something very specific. It means to inscribe a shape in a circle, the vertex of each angle are on the circle. Notice the vertex goes right to the edge of the circle, all the way around. You see that? Vertex on. And then the arms of the angle are inside. That's why it's called inscribed. Inside, it's inscribed. If I ask you for the definition of an inscribed angle, this is what I want. Write this out. Vertex on. Arms in, hands grab. Vertex on, arms in, hands grab. Yeah, I'll explain the whole hands grab thing in just a moment. Okay, what I'd like you to do, please, is step 1, make a vertex. There's your vertex, write the word on. The vertex is on the circle. Using your straight edges, I'd like you to draw the arms in, a single inscribed angle, arms in. Vertex on, arms in. Now I'd like you to do, at the end there, I'd like you to draw 2 little hands. If you can't draw hands to save your life, do little like snowman hands kind of thing. 2 little hands. Whatever your version of hands is. Vertex on, arms in, hands grab. I'd like you to sweep the arc that the hands are grabbing. That is an inscribed angle. It's a very specific position. Okay? Put your hands like a V, please. Put your hands like a V. Imagine this like a pizza slice. If it was a pizza slice, that would be a central angle. Put your palms together, say central. Wiggle your fingers, say arc. We learned last night that the central angle is equal to basically the pizza crust, the arc. That's what you guys did at the beginning. Central angle equals arc. Do it with me. Go like this. Go central angle equals arc. Okay, so the angle at your palms is the same thing here. Now an inscribed angle, I want you to visualize this as your head. Put your hand like that on your head. That's the circle going through your head. So say head on. Now reach out your hands. Say arms in. And then go like this. Say hands grab. Okay, that's an inscribed angle. The head is on the circle, the arms are in, the hands grab an arc on the opposite side. Head on, arms in, hands grab. Okay, ready? Turn around to a neighbor and explain what is the difference between a central angle and an inscribed angle. Go. Good job. Alrighty, take a look up here. Let's go ahead and trace here angle AOC. So we're going to go A, go to O, go to C, and sweep. That is, oops, I've got my colors backwards. stay color-coded here. AOC, that is a central angle. Why? Because it's connected to the center O. Now, we learned last night in last night's video, the central angle is what to the arc? Same, equal. So if that angle is 60, this is 60 up here. Right? Okay. Now, I'd like you to trace the angle ABC. A, B, C. Notice the B is on the circle. That's now inscribed. Inscribed. Take a close look at that angle. That angle is not the same measure as the arc. Circle your 60 out here, please. Circle it. Circle it. Now go back down here. 30 is what of 60? Okay, and that's true of all inscribed angles. So this is the two main things you need to walk away with today. A central angle is equal to the arc. An inscribed angle is half the arc. That's the core of today's lesson. Now, obviously, I'm going to teach you some little more tricks of the trade. 2 tricks of the trade. 1 is singing. 2, Post-its. I'll explain that in a moment. So, I say, you say, repeat after me. Measure of a central angle to its arc the same. You say. Measure of a central angle to its arc the same. I say. Smaller angle of inscribed is half the arc, it's plane. You say. The smaller angle of inscribed is half the arc, it's plane. Goes like so. Measure of a central angle to its arc the same. The smaller angle of inscribed is half the arc, it's plane. You're singing with me. Ready? And measure of a central angle to its arc the same. The smaller angle of inscribed is half the arc, it's plane. One more time. Measure of a central angle to its arc the same. The smaller angle of inscribed is half the arc, it's plane. Go to your blue, please. Go to the blue. Go to the blue. You got a new reference sheet. Some of you figured it out. That's your new ringlet. I didn't have time to buy the cardstock, so forgive me, but that is your new ringlet. You never throw any of your ringlets away. The idea is you add to it. So by the time you leave my classroom, you have the essential concepts all in one place. Okay, so central angle is connected to the center like so. It's to the arc, so we write angle equals the arc. And this one, the inscribed angle equals half the arc. Alrighty, guys. Put that aside. And now I'm going to show you how to use the other. Your first secret weapon was the song. Your second secret weapon is your Post-its. Okay, but before you do that, I think I really need your concentration. So I think you kind of need a break right now. So I'd ever like you to stand, stretch. Yes, ma'am.